Hey guys, my name's Steph. I'm Botanist Cool. Today, I'm here with the Ace Attorney expert herself,
Katie.
Katie! Guys, it has been at least a couple of days since the last time we played Ace Attorney. Life has been busy for everyone, but we are back at it with, I have brought Katie here in shackles and,
Well, let me out. Where's my lawyer?
No, we need to do this episode, Katie. I cannot let you out.
Attorney lawyer.
We finally had some time to put back and get back into the Ace Attorney thing, to get back to our, do I even remember my voices? Oh, that's gonna be fun. Voice? What is a voice? That'll be fun to see if I can remember my voices. I think I have Yonosuke's voice down. I think that one I've got down. But I'm not sure.
That'd be scary if you didn't.
Just all of a sudden my default voice changes to like... Yeah, that gotta be scary. Hey Chip, what's up? I actually did talk to Bliss, who lives in the UK, and I go to her, hey Bliss, what are my English accents like? And she's like, you know what, they're actually not too bad. Like, they're pretty bad, but they're not too bad. I'm like, yes, my Sherlock Holmes is good. Or Sherlock Shlomes, excuse me. Not much, hell yeah, Chip. All right, well, let's get back on to this and see how this goes. Oh, no, wrong person. I was supposed to get right into Sherlock's voice. I was so excited. Here we are again.
No, remember, he was shot. He's dead now.
Oh shit, Herlock's dead. Fuck. Right, Herlock's dead. Gina Lestrade is arrested, and I know it's not Susie. Susato is also dead. Everyone's just dead.
Got it.
Everyone's dead. Actually, no. Susato's dead. Herlock is going back to his home in Japan to see his dying father. And Gina Lestrade was murdered while the pawnbroker was put into jail. Yep, nailed it. Got it in one. I do remember one thing, actually, that's fucking wowing my head right now. Herlock did make an impression of a play record on 2 bars of caramel, if I recall correctly. And I'm just kind of like, right, I forgot about that. But yeah, now that's the thing. Yeah, Herlock's just like, I always bring chocolate. I always bring caramel with me. That way, in case I need to make an impression, I can always do so and break into your home, Mr. Naruhodo. Which is great. Absolutely fantastic.
I love him. I'm madly in love with him.
Here we are again at the scene of the crime. Oh, fuck. Now to thrust these representation papers in Gregson's face and see what he makes of them. It's his best friend, yeah. Oh, again, Inspector. Do you have a minute, please? Oh, what was his voice? Hold on.
Not Gumshoe.
Oh, yeah, it's a good point. Yeah. What is it now? You should go home and get some rest. I'm comfortable with that for now.
Here you are, Gregsy. Here are the representation papers. Yeah.
Have we told her father's dead yet? Out of curiosity?
No.
Okay, good. So we're just gonna save that to, like, the most traumatic point of the trial. That's great, it's great. Your ladyship! Whoa, how? I don't believe it. How the devil did you get that stubborn little ragamuffin to sign that? I salute you. That's a good work, that is.
I can see you've been very busy here as well.
What a suck-up.
How about some tea? It's a special blend designed to relieve fatigue.
Fatigue.
Come on, no. Don't give me those puppy eyes, Gregson. They make me uncomfortable.
I feel bad for him. Like, are you okay, bud? You look like you're hurt. You look like you're hurt here. Lovely. Well, let's see now. Yes, I hardly feel tired at all. I'm as fit as a fiddle, your ladyship. Would it be alright if we investigated the scene of the crime, then? Do as you please. You know where it happened, though? The door behind the counter. Yes, the storeroom. That's where I discovered Mr. That's his name, Mr. Windabank, and Gina. Right, well, I'll be getting back to business then. You be investigating in the storeroom as well, Inspector? If I'm perfectly honest, we need to wrap this up before long. Can't afford to spend too much time on it. But there's so many articles to go through, it's taking forever, even with the lads working around the clock. Which is the problem because there's another case the yard needs to investigate urgently. That must be what Lord Strongheart meant by far more serious matters before. So what I'm saying is, don't get under my feet, sunshine. Whoa, she's here?
She's still here.
Wait,
she's here for a little bit.
Okay, she's like here for like an hour, and then she's got to fucking eat.
Come then, let's not waste any more time.
Okay, we gotta examine this room. There's so much in this room. I know there's like a box you're supposed to look for. Let's find that box real quick. There it is. That's a lot of you know, why are cloaks out of fashion? Look how cool that shit is. Like, I would wear that. Every day, I would fucking wear a cloak. Are you kidding me?
One of my friends in college had kind of like a raincoat cloak. And he also had an umbrella that had like a samurai sword handle. And so he would just kind of... And he also had a scooter. And he would just kind of scoot around campus with his cape billowing and his umbrella samurai sword
on his waist.
I forget exactly where he kept it, but
whoever your friend is, I want his confidence. I want his confidence to just be his own man. Like, I want that confidence to be able to do that. Oh, Jesus Christ. I love it. Such good vibes. Gus has been staring intently at the wall since before we came in here. Shh, keep it down. Oh, sorry. There's a major clue, Jesse.
Really? Then we must tell Gregsy at once.
But as soon as I report it, I'll be here, and I'll be stuck here ever longer. Stuck here? What do you mean? I ain't gone home today already. I need another constable to relieve me and take over my shift. They really have a hard time, the British police.
That doesn't stop us investigating, though, does it?
No, I suppose not. I'm fairly sure it was the calendar he was peering at. What would have gave you that idea? Just out of curiosity, Mr. Naruhodo, what would have given you the idea that this calendar, this blood-stained, broken calendar, is what he was looking at? Ah, look here. Oh shit, what?
Oh yes, a bullet hole. And I can see the bullet is still lodged in the wall.
That's a thick fucking bullet. What the hell? No, like, legitimately speaking, that's huge. What do you fucking have, an anti-tank rifle or some shit like that? Like, holy...
I mean, wasn't stuff always kind of like big back then, or like... I don't know how bullets worked back then. They weren't... I don't think they were as neat as they are now.
Alright, so, FBI, look away.
I think they used to... I mean, maybe it depends, but I thought they were more just like, kind of like hunks of metal. But maybe I'm wrong.
How big were bullets in the 1800s? What type of bullets? The two main types, muzzle-loading bullets developed in the internet were mini ball and Nestler ball. What's a Nestler ball bullet? The mini ball, cone shape. Okay. Okay, yeah, these are a bit bigger than your. Because I've gone shooting a few times. These are a bit bigger than your standard bullet tip nowadays. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I still think Umbridge is shaped like a modern day bullet.
I just googled some, and some look like they actually are kind of shaped more bullety. I see Civil War bullets at least look kind of that way.
I mean,
And they are actually quite big.
But don't forget, this is a revolver bullet too, right? Because
I don't know, man.
She had a revolver. I mean, okay. Okay, so the shape is fine. I guess maybe
I have no clue, man.
Actually, I have a friend who can answer this. Hold on. I have a friend who's a gun collector. Give me a second. God, I really do have a friend for everything. Give me 1 second. Good question. I don't know if you know this, but I know you have a few old guns in a collection, kind of deal. Did revolvers back in the 1800s have bigger bullets? Like the tip, not the casing. Alright, cool. Alright. Elijah always teases me, like, Steph, you have a friend who knows a little bit about everything. I'm like, yeah, I always have, like, a friend. Like, I am a master of none, but I have all these masters around me that if I ever have to ask a question, I can always talk to someone and be like, hey, I got a question for you. Like, the time we went, hey, do dead bodies bruise? To my friend who works in a mortuary.
I mean, you've heard of the degrees of separation, right?
Vaguely.
I think it's like every person is like 6 or 7 on average 6 or 7 people connections away from each other.
Yeah.
And what tends to be the case is not so much is that there tends to be like hub people who's like everyone knows that one person. Mm-hmm. So like an individual will like get it to that hub person who will then do it a disproportionate amount of distance compared to everyone else.
Oh, so I'm just
because they have so many connections.
Wait, so am I the hub person, or am
like
I, or the people I'm going to the hub people?
I think you're the hub person because it's not about like you specific. It's about like you having a lot of like connections that you can like pull on. I think is how that works. It's been so long since I looked at it, so I could just be straight up telling nonsense.
Gotcha, yeah. I've only like 1 or 2 friends who really do work with old guns in any way. I've only shot modern guns, and I don't intend to ever shoot a gun from before like the 90s, because I would be very skeptical of like if it could work or not. I mean, at least not probably professional. Anyways. You read that part. Presumably, Mr. Winterbank wasn't practicing with his revolver in his spare time.
Oh, well.
Wait, he only has 1 bullet in his revolver. Mr. Winterbank only has 1 bullet in his revolver. Am I remembering that correctly? So how is there a bullet in the wall and in Mr. Winterbank's chest if he only has 1 bullet in his revolver?
A mystery, to be sure.
You're just like, Seth, you caught on too early. Fuck you.
Mr. Sholmes likes to practice in his drawing room whenever he can. He's very patriotic like that.
With a revolver? Sorry?
It's all there in the Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, you know. Isn't that right, Iris? Did I write something like that? Partly in jest, perhaps. In jest?
This is what she learns what fiction is. Poor Susato.
Well, he doesn't do it often. It is a quite dangerous pastime.
Doesn't do it often. He shouldn't do it even once.
Forget that for now, Bruno. Let's examine this bullet.
What's that around the bullet hole? Is it blood? A suspicious red stain on the calendar.
Well, God, her voice suddenly just vanished on me. I may well be able to help with that.
What?
There's nothing like the sight of blood to get the blood pumping, is there, Bruno?
I'll trust you with that. I have a feeling I'm not as bloody-minded as you, Iris.
I'm afraid the sight of blood makes my blood run cold. There you have it, you see. When it comes to blood, we're all different types.
Why are you making this? Yeah, what a scientific observation.
So you need this.
Jesus, a gun. Oh no, what is this scary looking thing?
Hurley and I haven't actually come up with a name for it yet. But as soon as you see it in action, you'll understand what it does.
Don't shoot me!
Watch! Bam!
Whoa! The color of the blood thing has changed.
There. Does it make sense now?
No! It's green. It's St. Patrick's Day, guys! Yes, I think I'm starting to understand.
Good. It works on the principle that different people have different types of blood, you see.
Wait, does this mark out to like AB positive and shit?
Yes, how wonderful. The chemicals it fires combines with the blood to make it change color. So you can identify whose blood it is that you're looking at in a flash. Oh, what a fabulous invention, Iris. Isn't it? Isn't it? I bet Ginny would say it's bleeding great.
So whose blood are we looking at then?
Well, all the chemical does is turn the blood a different color, so...
Great.
Just find someone whose blood turns the same color, and you'll know who it belongs to. In a flash.
Hey, man, cutting your hand open real quick and putting on like a piece of paper. We need to like see if your blood changes color real quick. Well, like 2 flashes, really, isn't it?
1 flash or 2. This could well turn out to be a very valuable clue.
Please.
So we must make a note of it in the court record.
Oh, we have a whole portfolio of this.
Let's keep testing and adding the results of any other blood analysis to the portfolio.
How many blood analyses are we gonna take?
As long as I have reagent left, sure.
How many? Oh yeah, I gotta take the court record real quick. Okay, so we're gonna go through like a whole bunch of areas and see a whole bunch of. Okay, cool. Green blood. It just seems wrong somehow.
Oh, there are all sorts of different colors. There are pretty pinks and purples too, you know. Like I said, everyone's blood is different.
What color my blood would turn out? Actually, I don't want to know.
I do.
I do too, actually.
I would prick my own finger to find out.
Oh, 100%, yes.
This is like when people, like, you know, when people are like, oh, I can see your aura.
Yeah.
Whether or not you believe in it, your first question will always be, what color is my aura?
I had a friend of mine who said she could see auras. She's a very interesting friend I had from a very long time ago. She said she could see auras, and she always said, guess what color my aura would be, Katie? Take a fucking guess.
I have 2 guesses. I'm gonna, based on your tone, I'm gonna guess green?
Yeah! A fucking green aura. Everything about me is green. Just plants, aura, everything, apparently. But yeah, no, she said I had a green aura. that was very heavy on the bottom or whatever. I'm like, okay.
Very heavy on the bottom.
Yeah, like towards my feet. Apparently, I had a lot of green aura at my feet. Apparently,
your aura was thick, bro.
My aura was so thick. Fucking 5
it had
C's.
The booty.
I ain't got an ass, but my aura do. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, that's what she told me, and she had a lot of interesting things to say that were wild. But yeah, she's actually the one who got me into air cards.
Tell me off stream sometime.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I'm fairly sure that this contraption was here yesterday as well. Here we are, though I'm not confident I can get it closed again.
Oh yes, that's a folding stereoscope.
Stereoscope? Really, this is a stereoscope. Mr. Sholm showed us a picture yesterday that you were supposed to be able to see in 3 dimensions. But for that, you used the big contraption over there.
Ah, well, that's for use in public houses and places like that. It contains a carousel with all sorts of pictures inside. But this little thing is a much simpler design for use at home. There are special shops selling prints you can use in them. I have a little collection myself.
I wonder if I can make money out of these in Japan. It would be keeping my toilet sparkling clean anyways. You should keep your toilet clean anyways. What?
I don't know, man. I don't trust the toilets back then. I feel like it'd be scary.
This is a strange contraption that lets you see pictures of things that as if they're right in front of your eyes. It makes you think when Mr. Sholmes briefly showed it to us yesterday, we were blissfully unaware that any of this was about to happen. Oh, okay.
These shelves are where the pawnbroker puts articles that could have been forfeited for on display for customers to buy. I can't speak.
Hey, Ghost. Yeah, it's really strange miscellany, isn't it? I mean, who would buy this horse statue, for example?
Well, sometimes you can find real treasures among all the junk, you know. I feel like I lost her voice.
I mean, you get pretty close to it.
I'll find it again.
Yeah. Don't make me get my cross out again, Ghost.
Are you alright, Runo?
There you are. You're at it. Oh, it's just... Well, you know, like a collection of useless junk as a whole, but when you pick out individual things, you can't help wishing you owned them. Even that horse statue.
That's exactly how the pawnbroker works. They're very clever.
Good point, actually. That is a horse. Wait. That's the thinker!
Larry, he's back at it again.
Guys! The butts! The butts is back at it again! Oh my god. If I wish like there was a little thing that was like you click it and then it makes a weird, strange noise just for the shits and giggles. I wish, but like I do appreciate the thinker is here. I find it to be I don't know if it's an intentional small homage, which it probably is, but like I appreciate it a lot. You know what I'm saying? The police are scouting every inch of this place by the look of it. Instructors from the yard to examine every article in the shop and every ledger and book in the accounts. Nope, too gumshoe-like. Every article, that's a ridiculous amount of work, surely. We've been at it hard since the shop was declared a crime scene in the early hours. We're stiffing through all the shifts at least, but still. We'll be working through the night, that's for sure. And even then we'll barely ever scratch the surface. Everyone's gangster when it shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits. Oh my god. It must be every policeman's worst nightmare. It's every copper's worst nightmare, you know, a crime in the pawnbrokers. Yeah, fair enough, honestly. If you had an investigated crime, where would you least want to investigate a crime?
The sewers.
Yeah, okay, fair.
That's a music box. Do you have them where you come from, Reno?
Yeah, but I've never seen one as large as this in Japan.
Oh, well, this will be a treat. Shall we have a listen?
Bum bum ba ba da ba da bum bum. I wasn't gonna see this to be like a reference or anything, but like, it's just a legitimately nice song. It's just a nice little song.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's cute. Kitty's like, wait till you find out the meaning of this song. Hey,
I'm not sure offhand, actually, if it's a leitmotif of anything in particular.
Gotcha.
What do you think? Isn't it a pretty sound?
It's a beautiful sound, yes, but it's a little hard to enjoy with all the policemen in the room giving you fierce looks.
Never mind that. If any of them say anything, I'll tell Gregsy to have a word.
She has too much power over the police. That is terrifying. A 10-year-old girl should not have this much power over the police.
Arguably, I think every 10-year-old should have this much power over the police.
Iris Wilson, Superintendent of Scotland Yard. Honestly, though. Oh, God, it's funny. There's an article ledger here in Mr. Windibank's notes, and... What's this? Looks as though someone has left a little photographic print behind.
Oh, look on the back. There's some writing.
You know, they keep them be wilding out here.
Is there? Oh, show us, Susie. Show us. Feb 15th of February, 10:30 p.m. Article deposited. One gentleman's overcoat. Loan amount paid, £1. Redemption deadline, 15th of April, 10:30 p.m.
A gentleman's overcoat pawned for £1. Clearly it's a very fine coat, and in fact, I think...
Yes, this must be the ticket for the overcoat that Ginny redeemed yesterday.
Anna's still wearing, which belonged to McGilded. Would have never expected the redemption ticket to be handwritten on the back of a photograph, though.
It seems Mr. Windibank just used whatever piece of paper he happened to have on hand.
Oh, it's a kitty cat. This photograph of a cat, it looks very familiar, doesn't it? I'm sure I've seen this exact photo somewhere else recently. I was actually gonna say it does look familiar, I just don't know where it's from since it's been so long since we've played. Like, I was about to say, like, it does kind of look familiar. And I don't think it's the, Jesus Christ, that cat scared me. I don't think it's the, I don't think it's the Russian lady's cat. It's a black cat, right?
No.
I'm trying to think of where I saw this cat before. I'm like, I don't remember.
Oh, yes, you're right. Very recently. It's the same as the one Ginny gave us earlier.
Never mind then. Check the thing when you keep stuff. Yeah. Of course, I was forgetting she gave us that print.
Well, what are you waiting for then, Mr. Naruhodo? Get it out.
All right. All right. It's the cog's turn. I feel like this is
they are exactly the same.
I feel like this is a spot the difference thing. It's like, oh, but the snowman on the left has 5 fingers. Wait, why do the fingers look like a dog? Why does the fingers kind of look like a dog? Is there a difference? I'm trying to look for a difference, and I don't think there is a difference that I can see. The shadow is different. Very suspicious. The shadow is different beneath the cat.
Chip also noticed that the head is tilted in one of them.
But look at chat. Left is tilted? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, the left is kind of looking left, the right's kind of looking a little right, isn't it? Shadows different. The head's different. I feel like the body's kind of like a little different on the left side there. Like it's leaning one way a little bit more on the right picture. And just super suspicious overall. Like this is some really small difference. Like the photograph is taking like 2 seconds apart. The guy's also closer to the snowman. Oh, okay.
I've got it. These two photographs hide an amazing secret.
A secret? What does she mean?
You must tell us, Iris, at once. Do you really want to know?
Yes! We need you to tell us what you know about this pair of photographs. Tell us. So Iris, about the two photographic prints, the ones we found here in Mr. Windbank's counter and the ones Gina gave us before. See, the one on the left, either the snowman is actually creeping up to the cat, or the cat is creeping back. I like the idea that the snowman is actually getting closer, not the cat. That's a little scarier.
Actually, that's not quite right.
Sorry?
If you look carefully, the two prints aren't the same. Not exactly.
They're not?
Have another look at them now. Can you see that they're just slightly different from each other?
I think so. It's very subtle, though.
What's the reason for the subtle difference between the two prints? Ah, well, it's because they're set, you see.
No, I don't.
This pair of photographs is meant to be used in a stereoscope. Everyone in London is raving about them at the moment.
That's why when you put them left and right, that's why they're kind of set up left and right like that. Okay, that makes sense. I was actually thinking, like when I saw it, I'm like, oh, maybe it's like a 3DS functionality thing, where you'll like make this 3D or something, right? Because this came out on the 3DS, right?
Yeah, like I told you before, I think that a lot of this, like, they're like, oh, you can see it if you try crossing your eyes. And it's like, no, I fucking can't because it's on a Switch, baby.
But yeah, I was just saying to myself, oh, this would be like a 3DS functionality thing. That'd be kind of cool. Ah, stereoscope. Why do I feel as though I've heard that word recently? Come on!
Oh, yes. That's what Mr. Sholmes showed us yesterday, in case you'd fucking forgotten. You see, there it is, just over there. Did you know that it's right over there, Bruno?
Ah, yes, of course. The magical machine that makes the picture looks almost real enough to touch. Where Mr. Sholmes basically shoved his face with caramels.
Well, actually, it's quite possible to see the same depth in pictures even without one of those contraptions.
What? Really?
Do you know how a pair of flat photographic prints can appear to have any depth in the first place?
Magic.
No, I have no idea. Oh, wonderful! Then I'll be able to tell you.
Is it magic? She's over the moon. Bless her. Should we let her explain, though? We really need to carry on investigating the scene.
I, for one, simply have to know.
Was I that obvious to my face? Oh my god. Okay.
Have you ever considered, Bruno?
No, that would require thinking. I don't do that.
How our eyes see depth in the world around us?
Well, I just opened them, and it works. Lucky you, Bruno. Lucky you. I got glasses.
But the reason it works is because we have two eyes.
Two eyes? Shocking.
Yes, those poor Cyclops. They can't see any of this.
I just like the idea of him like, I imagine him like, we have 2 eyes?
Wow.
My whole world's been open before me. I've never actually looked into a mirror.
If you try closing just one eye at a time, I think you'll see straight away. Or rather, you won't. Hee.
So like, I've actually tried the whole experiment where I close one eye to see like how that perception affects it. And it's like, I don't quite understand it. Like,
Well, there's a better way to do it, and that is to hold a finger out in front of you and to close one eye at a time. And if you close one eye, it will like move.
oh yeah, that I do know. Yeah.
And that's how you find your dominant eye, but...
Wait, so which one's your dominant eye? The one where it doesn't move?
Yeah, because that means when your both eyes are open, that's the one primarily, right?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Well, my right eye's my dominant eye, apparently. I'm
I
right-eyed.
think that's how it works.
Wait. Are you right or left-eyed?
I don't remember.
You know, you have a finger, right? And you have 2 eyes, right?
I think I'm left-eyed. I don't know.
Now I have to know if like left-handed. Hey guys in chat, and everyone in chat, check if you're right or left-eyed for me, and tell me down below in the chat like if you are left or right-eyed. This is important, and then tell me if you're left or right-handed. Because I am. How do we do that, Chip? All right, Chip. Here's what you can do. According to Katie and her scientific wisdom,
I see. I just vaguely remember.
you're gonna put your finger in front of your eye. And then you're gonna see which you're gonna close your eyes. You're gonna close one eye at a time. So like I'm doing this. I close
Oh
my
wait, there's kind of an easier way to see it.
Okay, what's it? What's that?
And that's actually if you form a triangle over something to focus and put that thing in the middle of the triangle and close one eye at a time. And if you close one of your eyes, it will jump like a lot.
All right, I'm gonna do this to my camera. So I got a triangle in front of you guys. All right, so to check if you're right or left, I'm still right. I'm right-eyed, yeah. So check if you're right or left-eyed. Make a triangle in front of something in front of you. Maybe do it in front of my beautiful face. And then you're gonna close one eye at a time. You're gonna have both eyes open. Then you're gonna close your left eye. You're gonna close your right eye. And the one that moves the least is the dominant eye. So you guys tell me if you're right-handed and right-eyed or right-handed and left-eyed and stuff like that. I am right-handed and right-eyed, apparently. That is apparently, I'm a right-dominated person.
Let's see. According to Google, eye dominance and hand dominance aren't necessarily linked.
Ooh, Chip is right and left.
But they are significantly associated. According, it's 90% of people that are right-handed and about 67% are right eye dominant. But it's impossible to predict eye dominance based on your hand alone.
So Chip is saying he's right-handed and left-eyed. So Chip is one of those really cool people with 2 different ones. All right. There you go.
What do you see with your left eye? And what do you see with your right eye? Are ever so slightly different. You get a different view with each eye. I'm losing her voice again. Yes, the position of objects seems to shift slightly. Exactly. And in your head, your brain uses that shift to estimate depth as it merges into 2 views into one. That's how we can sense depth in everything we see.
Huh, my brain really is amazing, isn't it? It does so much without telling me.
Ah, I think I see. So a pair of photographs. consist of a left eye view and a right eye view. Is that right? Oh, well done, Susie. You're so quick.
So if you can persuade your brain to merge the two pictures together in your head, you'd be able to see depth in those prints.
Yes, Bruno. You're beginning to understand.
And a stereoscope's function is to act as your brain in the light of just that.
Yes, but as long as you have two images, two eyes, and one brain.
I don't know how much brain I've got, I'll be honest there, homie.
You can actually do it yourself without needing a stereoscope at all.
You can? Really? Looks like we're gonna be fucking up our eyes today, lads.
Let's try it. Let's see if you can view this pair of prints without the help of the stereoscope. Oh yes, I'm dying to have a go.
Sandleford really loves this kind of thing.
You need to be able to cross your eyes, that's the main thing. Can you both do that?
I can do that, yeah. Cross my eyes? I think I can.
Watch me. See if you can copy.
I love the video games like, hey kids, are you ready to learn how to cross your eyes and make a bad habit? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Make your eyes do this.
Fuck, that's creepy to see in a video game. I think I got it.
Alright, let me try.
Oh my god, Susato.
Are you ready, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yeah, I guess. Ah!
There, how's that?
Okay, you did wonderful.
Wonderful! Now it's your turn, Bruno.
Okay.
The trick is to concentrate on looking at the bridge of your nose with both eyes at the same time.
Alright. Not having an easy task with two people staring at you cross-eyed!
Alright, that's enough practice. Now let's try looking at the prints. Start by staring at one print and slowly crossing your eyes.
It started to hurt my head a little bit, actually.
You should see two overlapping images like this. You try it now, Bruno.
I'm gonna have to give it a try, I suppose. I think it's too far away for me to do that, huh? I kinda got it.
Did the print split into two images for you? Now the next step is to put the pair of prints side by side like this, and to try crossing your eyes again. They form a new single image in the center. Oh, yes. Mr. Naruhodo, it works. I can see it in the middle now. It looks so real. Oh, I could look at it all day.
Please, don't hurt yourself, Susato. I wouldn't advise that. Your eyes might start to hurt.
Your turn, Bruno. Pretend you're looking through the two pictures and slowly cross your eyes.
It's too far for me to actually do that, I think.
Yeah, again, keep adjusting the position of your eyes until the two images overlap exactly in the middle.
Hey, chat, don't hurt your eyes. Please, chat, this is a Steph PSA. Don't hurt your eyes. I just see forecast.
Again, this was made for
the 3DS. That made things 3D for you.
Which my running theory is that Yeah, adjust those sliders, homie.
Basically, yeah.
This game will just tell you instead.
There, I did it!
There, you managed it. So now you know how stereoscopic images work. My eyes hurt. Well, I don't know who discovered it, but it really is quite extraordinary. I tried too hard as well.
Yeah, don't, Katie. Don't follow my bad examples.
So what do you think of these stereoscopic prints then, Bruno?
Just give me a goddamn stereoscope, that's what I think. Really amazing, but it isn't easy to get the knack of viewing them properly.
No, some people find it easier than others. But that's why contraptions like this exist, for people who find it tricky. Oh, I recognize that. Where did I see it again? It's so strange, it's like I've never seen it before in my life. We saw one over there yesterday, didn't we?
What? No.
If I remember correctly, you press this little knob here. Then set the pair of photographs in the stand at the back and...
It's so amazing, even though I know roughly how it works now.
Well, London seems to agree with you. Stereoscopes are very popular at the moment. You can find one of these folding contraptions in lots of different households in the capital currently.
These little machines are so affordable. Really, there's no need to go around staring cross-eyed at pictures like you hate them.
It's much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes. I think so, at any rate.
Stereoscopic pictures, I'd never heard of them till yesterday. We certainly learned a lot about them, but I wonder if that knowledge will ever, if that I'll actually ever need. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, probably not.
That's exactly what I was.
I can't imagine this ever coming up.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, will I ever need this? I guess not.
Exam.
Back is photographed right out a redemption ticket. Written it very neatly, but still, perhaps he ran out of paper, so he had to use anything he had in his hand. Tries to know what the front and the reverse side now. Should take a look at that blood real quick.
Mr. Naruhodo, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's something rather troubling here.
I have noticed.
The red smear, you mean?
Yes. It looks like blood, doesn't it? I wonder if Susato-san had picked up on that. Well, in that case...
Yes, we need Iris.
I was about to say, we're gonna change that color of blood. We should show this to her before we forget.
Oh, that looks like blood.
I would say it's from a gloved finger, almost certainly a glove made of leather.
Well, don't worry, Bruno. You can leave the rest to me.
All right, I'm gonna take a guess. Because this machine here has 4 colors on it: green, blue, yellow, and red. I don't think it's just like an Xbox or like a controller joke. I think these are actually the 4 colors of blood you can see. I think we're gonna find blue blood on this one. Damn it! Look at that!
Yes, that's a color we haven't seen before, is it? Isn't it? We simply must add it to the portfolio of blood samples. It could be an important clue. Although, it would be nice to find out whose blood these different colors correspond to at some point.
Well, this particular stain of blood.
Oh, you've had an idea, haven't you? Do you know whose blood this is?
I think I do. Yeah, I have an idea whose blood it is. Not from the color it turned, but with a little deduction.
That's right. I think it's clear. Iris, you know as well. You first, Bruno. Who do you think it belongs to?
Alright, I believe that this is the blood of... Pop Windabank.
You think that somehow it could be Mr. Windabank's blood?
Well, he would have been the last person to have handled the ticket. Sometimes the simplest answer is the right one. He also wears gloves, if I recall correctly.
But Mr. Windabank had no injuries before he was shot, that is. We're trying to work out who the blood came from, so we can rule out anyone who hadn't been bleeding straight away.
Damn it! Yes, of course.
Perhaps it's not a concept you can really grasp unless you've bled before yourself.
Funnily enough, I have accidentally cut myself before, but thanks for the mildly threatening advice, Iris. Let's some more. Who knows bleed at the time? Oh, fuck, who was bleeding? I don't remember much about the thrice fried Mason. That's the problem. Maybe Magnus?
Mr. McGill did.
Yeah, after all, this redemption ticket belonged to him.
Oh, you mean during the incident on the omnibus?
Yeah, I expect so. That's a very clear print, and there's no small amount of blood. Must have been resulted from a fairly serious accident. So it was the thrice fried Mason, okay.
Wait, but if I remember rightly, no sign of injury was found on Mr. McGilded at all.
Oh.
We're trying to work out who the blood came from, so we can rule out anyone who hadn't been bleeding straight away.
Yes, I suppose we can. Think about this though, some more. Who knows bleeding at the time? Okay. Yeah. Because he was murdered, Magnus got on his gloves, and then Magnus's gloves got on the thing. The thrice fried Mason.
You don't sound very sure of yourself the way you trailed off there. Is it because you guessed wrong so many times? Bro?
Well, it was 2 months ago now, that case. And of course I'd never met the victim, so I'm struggling to remember his name. He's definitely thrice fired, though.
The victim of the omnibus case. Yes, his name was indeed Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason.
That is his legal God-given name.
But that would mean that this blood stain was left on the ticket 2 months ago.
That could have helped with the case 2 months ago, couldn't it have? Yeah, I think it was. Gina brought this ticket here to Windabanks yesterday. I'm suggesting that the blood stain was already on it at that time.
So it's a smear of blood from the time that Mr. Mason was killed 2 months ago. Something else is coming back to me now.
Actually, you know what's really funny? I think when we did that case, it was about 2 months ago now, wasn't it?
It was a while back. Mr. McGilded was also wearing leather gloves that night.
Now I ask yous, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. Certainly does look like a leather glove thumbprint, this mark. But we know that Mr. McGillis had no injuries at the time or on his body. But we can conclude that any blood on the glove belonged to the victim, Mr. Mason.
Mr. Naruhodo, you sound just like Mr. Sholmes.
Minus the quirky slip-ups, I hope.
Yes, I think you're right, Bruno. Very well. Let's make a note of this.
Okay. Okay. The ledger that's open on the counter there really is enormous, isn't it? There's been an awful lot of work to keep track of all these hundreds of items in the pawn.
It's too much to think about. Better to sell it all and have a clear head if you ask me.
But clearly Mr. Windibank was very careful when it came to the articles in his care. Sure he was. All right. Behind that door. Oh.
Excuse me, I had something in my throat. It's the storeroom, isn't it? That's what Gregsy said.
Yeah, that's where I saw the dreadful scene last night. Through the little window in the door. You think he died? Mr. Windibank face down on the floor with Gina beside him.
As the accused legal representative, you have the right to examine the scene, Mr. Naruhodo. We must make a thorough investigation.
Yes, of course. And we will. Behind that door. That's the real scene of the crime.
Don't worry. If there are clues in there, I'll find them.
Whoa, okay. That's a bit of a comically big gun, okay.
Well, it had to be visible on the 3DS screen, you understand.
Yeah, that's true. Poor Iris, she's clammed up completely.
Iris is bound to find this difficult. After all, Mr. Windibank's life was taken in this very room only last night.
Yeah, bringing a 10-year-old to a crime scene and having them witness a scene of a murder is really a horrible thing that no one ever in my family should ever do to anyone else. This should be the only time in history this should happen.
Yeah, and definitely not any 6-year-olds.
Ah!
There he goes!
Wait, Inspector!
He's out!
What is it now, sunshine? Look at me trying to run away! You think a Scotland young inspector would run away from some jumped-up little defense lawyer, do ya? Well... I've never seen a relationship looking like that before, is the thing. I didn't know what to say to her. So you weren't running away from me, you were running away from a 10-year-old.
I'm afraid this is all a little much for young Iris. And yet we brought her here anyways. Some gentle reassurance might go a long way, perhaps, Inspector.
Yeah, don't trouble yourself unduly, your ladyship. I mean, at least you're not dead, are you?
Gregson, you're so good at this.
That's not what you say!
Could be, though. Could be.
I don't think that went very well. Rip. Why?
At least it's not like Gumshoe, where it's like, hey kid, you ever see a gun before?
Gumshoe was fucking. I was waiting for a moment where it's like, hey, how do my weenies taste? I was waiting for that moment with Gregson. This is just as bad, but in a very different way. I do not remember the gun one. Oh, I do not remember the gun one. I'm trying to. Like, I cannot remember it for the life of me. There's a lot of things Gumshoe has said. There's a lot of things Gumshoe has said. That's all I need to say about that. Look, I'm in the middle of investigation here, Sunshine. I told you not to get under my feet.
And we have investigating to do ourselves.
Yes. I'd like to hear more what the socially inept inspector has to say.
Oh, Hurley.
And inquire into how Mr. Sholm's operation is going. Before I do that, though. The police have marked the position of the body with a chalk line.
Well, Mr. Winterbank, he was a nice old man.
Well, he was shot just once through the heart. More likely, the fellow died instantly. He wouldn't have felt the thing. That must be his blood, then.
Ah! I don't like to ask at such a wretched time, Iris, but I wonder if perhaps...
And it just goes, and I go banging! Boom, boom, boom!
Don't worry, Susie. I'm ready for action.
Alright, what color is it gonna be? I'm going blue. It has to be blue eventually. Yeah! Let's go!
You did it! So now we know the chemical turns when it reacts with Mr. Winterbank's blood.
Well, you were shot in the eye, innit it? Fella died instantly. Okay, goes. Extremely British accent, thank you. Yeah, okay, this is blue. His blood is blue.
And it doesn't match our analysis of the bloodstain we found in the main shop.
Hey, can we get a can we get the forensics on the bullet and the gun? See if the what is it called again?
Ballistics?
Yeah, see what the fingerprint of the bullet. What is that called? Ballistic markings? can we get the fingerprints?
It's a fingerprint of the gun, actually.
It's the fingerprint of the gun. Excuse me. Can you get the fingerprints of the gun, please?
Again, I think my favorite fic is when they're talking about fingerprints, and someone said they're like ballistic markings of the hand. No, but let's add this sample to the others we've already collected anyway.
I'm gonna be really happy when Von Zeeks goes, "Let me help you gather the blood of the innocent," and it just keeps like biting people. And it's like, ass, and it's like we test all that blood. You know what I'm saying? Why have we not fully seen this?
There's a flavor profile.
Ah, this man had blueberry blood. Ah, this man had lemon lime.
Flavor.
The fingerprint of a gun is a ballistic fingerprint. Yes. Iris.
Don't worry, I'm all right. But we must find the true culprit. Yes, absolutely.
This is a revolver, the real one.
And quite possibly the murder weapon used to take Mr. Winterbank's life.
It was you, Iris. She killed. No, she didn't.
What's the matter, Susie? You and Reno look like you're about to faint.
Bitch, please.
Well, it's just that I've rarely seen a gun in the flesh.
And I've had issues with guns in the past. But anyway, we saw Mr. Winterbank with us yesterday, didn't we?
God.
I just have to take my own life. Must be the same gun. And last night, when I looked through the spy hole in the doorroom here, that was the same gun I saw in Gina's hand.
Mr. Winterbank told us that he only ever had a single bullet loaded in his revolver, didn't he? Well, it's empty now. The one and only bullet he had in his gun had been fired.
So we can be fairly certain that that only single shot was fired from this revolver. Which now we need to find a way to prove that the bullet from the other room is the bullet that goes in this revolver. That's a bad thing, Ghost. Russian roulette is a very bad thing, Ghost. I remember in Rugrats, what was Dill's grandfather's name? Do you not remember?
No. I didn't watch a lot of Rugrats, to be honest.
Back in the day with Rugrats had a lot of really bad and risque and adult jokes in there, which are fantastic and hilarious, but the grandpa came back one day from like a boys' night or something, he said, right? And he tells the parents, he goes, hey, I was out playing Russian roulette, and the son's like, did you win, Pa? And he's like, you don't know how to play Russian roulette, do you, Sonny? And he just leaves him at that, and I'm just like, what the fuck were you doing, Grandpa? Holy shit! So I'm just like, god damn, the fucking Rugrats came in with that joke of all things. And Stewie almost killed his brother Dill. That's a different story. Look at all these articles that have been deposited. The room is stuffed full of them.
I can't believe how many there are. Bicycle, a gramophone, musical instruments, even some enormous paintings. Look.
Pieces of different people's lives, quietly gathering dust in here together. There's something very beautiful about the atmosphere in here. Or at least there would be if not for the chalk outline on the floor and the policemen shuffling around.
I know the vibe, though.
Yeah. Not much I can do about that, sunshine. It's like a warehouse full of stuff. Like, that's a vibe. I got it. Out of all the articles in the storeroom, this is the only one thing that shows any signs of being ransacked. Is this her story? What is it, Iris?
That's the box file that my manuscript was being kept in.
Oh. Not much you can do about that, sunshine.
Oh.
Iris' unpublished story, The Hound of the Baskervilles. Surely that's not what this is all about.
Boy, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling you. We must check inside the box at once. Yes. Oh. It was there.
Okay.
Iris' story was there.
Alright, so my working theory. Oh no, Lord. Been doing. Here is. I got more E's as the little thingy. Here is my theory. Gina came here to find out what was inside that box, right? As they went to the back room, someone shot Windibank because when you look at Windibank from that picture, it looks like the bullet left his chest from the backside. It looked like it went through his chest and out his back. Is kind of what it looked like. But Gina took a shot back at him, back at the people who came back out, but something just did not work and she fainted. Gina's a bit British, isn't it? She's got a Cockney accent. Very Cockney. Really, it was? Well, that's good news, isn't it, Iris?
Yes. I mean, of course I believed Hurley when he said he deposited it here. But still, it's a relief to actually see it.
Really, because that's not a very well hidden frown. We just told a story. Can we read it? That's a lot of pages. The Hound of the Baskervilles. How does Sandleford know the exact title of this unpublished story?
I'm not going to say shit, apparently.
I'll just have to wait till she starts to explain it to me.
I'm so sorry. I'm being a bitch about this for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah. It's a wee bit...
I finished the games. I don't remember if she had any valid reason for this, for being so secretive whatsoever.
Wee bit of piper, isn't it? Yeah, I feel like the reason... Oh, wait, hold on. Can we read that? All right. Oos. Oos. S. I do actually appreciate that they did kind of actually go in here and put something in there.
I wonder if it's just like the first page of the Hound of the Baskervilles.
I do wonder. Yes. Yes. That's kind of cool though. What about the little flower? That's Iris's little thing. Can't really. Oh, can't find anything out of it. Yeah.
By the way, I was looking for the word that they used for the degrees of separation, and it's actually connectors.
So I am just a connector. Is
Yeah.
that okay? I just connect everyone and everything. All right. I think we need to take a second break now, or do you still have a little bit of time?
Huh?
Do we need to take a break now? Or do we have time?
We can take a quick break now, and I'll just get some stuff.
All right, guys. We're gonna take a quick fiver. We're gonna come back, talk to Gregson afterwards. We're gonna use the restroom, got water, all that cool stuff. And yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna put on an ad for the time that we're gone. I'm gonna put on the 3-minute ad just because I'm gonna go actually take some get proper water and all that stuff. And that way anyone coming in for the rest of the stream will not have any ads on their way, all right? See you soon. All right, going for my coffee break. No, for your tea break. They don't do coffee in the UK. See you soon, guys. And we are back. Thank you very much for your patience. And Snowy, thank you very much. Or Katie, thank you very much for the subscription. I do greatly appreciate it. All right. Let's go on to the next part. Actually, 23 months, baby. Oh, man. I appreciate that. All right. Let's get going. Scene of the crime. So, Inspector, let's give Katie a break with the voice acting and tell me, what do you think? What do you make of this crime scene here? Pshaw, you've got eyes, haven't you? Use them. It's what it looked like, nothing more, nothing less. Iris, would you lend me a hand?
So, Gregsy, what do you make of the crime scene here?
I swear to fucking God.
Ew.
Oh, yes, your ladyship. Do allow me to humbly explain. Last night, shortly after the hour of 1 o'clock in the morning, Scotland Yard police attended the scene. And the one and only door to the storeroom was found locked from the inside. So it's locked from the inside.
The lock appears to be broken now, though. What's that the police officers doing?
God, destroying property. How dare they? Quite right, ma'am, quite right. We took the liberty of smashing the door in as humbly as possible. And the one and only door was locked on the outside, so in it. I think we found a simp. Nah, this dude, canonically, this dude just fucking has his entire income based off of 10-year-old girls' book sales. He's not a simp. He's just a millennial trying to get money. So I kind of feel him right now. If a 10-year-old wrote books, if he was a simp, he would be a criminal, 100%. But if a 10-year-old wrote books and gave me part of those royalties and it made millions and millions of dollars, I would be treating that 10-year-old like a niece or a nephew, 100%. Like, yo, yeah, Uncle Steph's got your back. What's up, homie? You know, like, he destroyed public-private property. Now he looks like he commits tax fraud. I mean, to be fair, there was a crime scene in here. That one's fine.
Oh.
As you can see, the victim was discovered prostrate on the floor. Thus wise. Did I say the wrong word? Did I say the wrong word? I said the right word, right?
Well, we'll say that you did.
Alright, cool. And next to the aforementioned body, we discovered the vile guided child. Oh my god.
Are you talking about Ginny? She's my friend, you know, Inspector.
He looks like he commits sex. He does look like he commits sex, right? Well, shit. Miss Lestrade, the hapless girl, was curled up in the floor, dead to the world. She's still alive, you know. Yes, when I saw her, she appeared to be unconscious. And I'm afraid to say she had the gun that was used in her hand.
No.
Presumably it's the gun that's there on the floor now. In the back, we found the key to the door as well. What? The key to the storeroom?
And you say the storeroom had been locked from the inside, Inspector.
Correct. All of which leaves her ladyship's friend. It's something of a sticky situation, I'm afraid. God, I do want fish and chips now. Obviously, my personal opinion is that all sort of misunderstanding. Of course it is, Inspector. Of course it is. Gotta get some more money in your pockets, huh?
Begsy, do you know anything about Hurley? Is the operation finished? Is Hurley alright, is he?
Excuse me, but what's up, Chip? Well, the thing is,
Don't mince your words, Inspector. Please. You don't mean to say that Mr. Sholmes is...
No, the operation done and dusted. It's just that, well...
Out with it.
For the first time, she threatened someone that's not me. Is that fish and french fries? It is. It's fish and chips, Chip. It's fish and chips, okay? Just because your name is Chip doesn't mean he's not eating chips.
It's the British way to say fries is chips.
It's the British way. Chip's gonna go to the UK one day, and it's just gonna be like fish and chips markets everywhere. He's like, no, that's not me. That's not me. Stop eating my kin! Fish and British fries. Yeah, that's what we'll call it from now. Fish and British fries. God, actually, when I went to the UK, I did have some fish and chips. And
man, I remember just going to cause an American restaurant.
Oh yeah.
You'll still call it fish and chips, and being confused when I did not in fact get potato chips.
I am gonna tell you guys a secret though. No, it's keep the show going. It's great, Chip. It's great. I can tell you the truth though. I had the fish and chips in London. It was the same shit I had here, baby. Like in all reality, I did not taste a significant difference. It tasted very similar. Notice was the places here.
I mean, it's greasy food.
Yeah.
I'm sure America's got it.
Yeah, exactly. The fish and chips taste similar. Like if you go to any British pub here, you'll get you'll get good fish and chips. Like, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. It's satisfying. They had shit Greek food, but the fish and chips were off the rocks, obviously. So like, the one thing I didn't try there that I really wanted to try was Yorkshire pudding, and I intend to next time when I go there to try Yorkshire pudding. But I did try blood sausage or the black sausage. It's made out of like blood and stuff. Not bad. Yes, ma'am. They use something called a general anesthetic. It's the latest thing. Renders the whole body insensitive. The worst part is, old anesthetics were actually paralytics, not anesthetics.
Yeah, there's a... yeah, and they didn't believe him for a long time, apparently.
Until the doctors had to undergo them themselves. The whole body and the whole body anesthetized. Is that even possible? It means the operation can be completed while the patient is fast asleep.
Goodness, in the Empire of Japan, we can just manage to provide laughing gas for a tooth extraction.
Hold on, when was laughing gas invented? Curious now. When was laughing gas invented? 1772. Oh shit! That's a lot older than I thought it was.
A lot of things tend to be like pretty surprising like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the desire to not feel pain is a driving force of invention.
Laughing gas is not chloroform. I've breathed in chloroform. It is not fun. I mean, it's not as like dramatic as they show you in the movies. But I have breathed in chloroform. Don't do it, kids. Don't do it.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah, blame my last job for that one, for not having properly functioning fume hoods. The bastards. The trouble is, the latest thing isn't always the greatest thing, if you follow my meaning. They couldn't get the medication to work at first, so it took hours for him to nod off, or so I hear. Now the op's finished, they can't get him to wake up, apparently. Oh shit.
Oh my.
No one knows if the anesthetic's still in the system or if the bloke's just plain exhausted. But anyway, all they can do is stand back and watch until he comes around again.
Hurley.
The moment he opens your eyes, your ladyship, I swear I shall get word to you. What a surprise. Even in matters of life and death, Mr. Sholmes has to do things his way. He's gonna have fun his way, I guess. Alright, what do we gotta present to him? I feel like we gotta present something to this guy now. Or do we have more to examine? Let's present this up, see what happens. Director Gregson, could you give me your opinion about this, do you think? We don't tend to share sunshine, not with the great general public. Iris. Oh, that's funny.
In that case, Greg C., how about some herbal tea?
What the
fuck is that?
I'm really shitty Foley.
You became like a seagull or something.
Ah, lovely. Thank very much. I hit the spirulation. Bro sitting at 90 degrees. You don't mind sharing that then? Alright, so he has nothing to tell us there. What were you about to, like, I heard you do something. I heard you do something.
Huh?
Oh. Is that what I think it is? Your ladyship's latest!
Yes, my latest story. It's called The Hound of the Baskervilles.
A most fascinating title, your ladyship. Fascinating! And I, don't suppose would there be any mention of my humble self in the tale this time?
Good question. I can't really remember.
Oh shit. I see. Well, why would you, well, your ladyship, I'll just wait your publication with eager anticipation. You needn't worry, Inspector. I'm sure you do appear. You won't be doing anything particularly remarkable. You're looking to be arrested, Sunshine? I'll kick your fucking ass. I didn't mean it like that, and even if I did, you wouldn't have bitten your ladyship's head off, would you? These are the coffee. And no, get away from me, you're not getting in this story. The Greg's, okay, no. I want to present the bullet to him. Bullet's outside. But I don't think I could do that. Unless there's more blood somewhere that I've not seen. I think there might be, maybe there's more blood somewhere. We got everything here, right? Yeah, okay. Let's move. Nope. Prison. There we go. He doesn't appear to be here. What the fuck?
I believe she must be in questioning at the moment.
The short out of you.
Oh, but wait a minute.
What is it, Iris?
Well, if you examine the scene here carefully, there's another possibility, isn't there? Ginny could have slipped the key from the jailer when he wasn't looking and escaped. Oh my.
Why would you do something like that? It only makes your situation worse.
Calm down, Bruno. I was only joking, of course.
Oh. You had me worried there. I thought that was a great deduction.
Yes, it must be your way with words, Iris. You're so wonderfully persuasive. Perhaps you don't fully understand the weight your words carry. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I suppose a light-hearted great detective is a contradiction in terms.
Yo, don't throw this pressure on the poor girl. She's goddamn 10 years old.
'Twas just a little trick. A little hee-hee-ho-ho. Mr. Shelms would have liked it. Harley would have laughed.
Oh, yeah, you basically just summarized that. I thought you were done with that there.
Oh no, I wasn't reading. I was just riffing. I didn't even read the actual thing.
Oh yeah, it was just like, I'm sure Mr. Sholmes would have had to throw his back in Guffawed. The fuck's a Guffawed?
Guffawed.
Guffawed, thank you. Wait, is that the guy? Is that the guy from Aladdin? Guffawed?
Oh God. I'm not entirely sure that's helpful, Mr. Naruhodo.
God, a silly, goofy little moment. Well, anyways, it looks like we won't be able to talk to Gino for a while. We should try to make progress for our investigation in the meantime.
Yes, come along then, Bruno. Come along, Susie.
Okay, so I cannot examine. I was gonna see if there's any blood here, but the answer is no. Any blood in here? Why would there be blood? But is there any blood?
You scroll over and there's just a dead body lying there.
That'd be really funny.
It's actually Sholmes just lying face down on the floor.
You think he's dead, but he's actually just like vibing for a second. Is there anything like I can use here? I know there's a lot of things to explore here, but like I don't think any of it's useful at the moment. This is clarinet. This is clarinet. This is a viola happening. It's just a prank. It was just a prank, officer. I did that murder as a goof. Now this really is Sholmes' faithful performing partner then. The Stravida, the Strapicar, the Strapifacarus. No, it's not good. It's gone. The virtuoso violin that he's found in pawnbrokers and managed to buy for next to nothing.
I hope Hurley gets well soon. I miss hearing his violin playing already.
Oh, Iris, I'm sure he will. Any blood out here? That's a horse! Look at this fucking horse, guys. There's still a Scotland Yard carriage outside the window banks.
Never imagined we'd be investigating a case so close to home.
Poor Ira, she's upset by all this. I'm sorry, I was there. I should have done more.
None of this is your fault, Reno, so please don't apologize.
But
It's the criminals who are to blame for all of this, so let's investigate and work out how to catch them.
Yeah, you're right. I will find that to be so funny. That's literally just down the fucking street. I just find it to be so funny. There's gotta be something I'm missing here, or something I gotta present to them. Bro, that horse be looking straight out of the PS1. I remember playing the Mary-Kate and Ashley horse game on the PS1. That's the entire story. It's just Mary-Kate and Ashley with horses. This is the fun part of the game, guys. We just go up and down the screen until you find your next clue.
Until you find whatever the hell you missed, yeah.
Until you realize you never missed anything. It was just the friendships you made along the way.
Are there any new items to present Gregsy, or...
I'm wondering. Present.
Well, maybe present the Hound's story to Iris? I have no clue.
Sure, why not?
I'm just trying to... I don't remember offhand.
No, that's fair, that's fair.
If I did, I wouldn't say anything. Oh, my manuscript.
Mr. Sholmes said he'd deposit window banks, and he had.
That's so strange. What is it about this particular story? I worked so hard on it. Why would Hurley say I can't publish it?
I'm afraid I have no idea. All you can do is wait until he's ready to tell you, I suppose.
Oh, maybe. It's because Hurley isn't in it enough. Maybe I didn't give him enough good lines.
Yeah, maybe. I was gonna say that definitely isn't the reason, but I can't.
Alright. So that was nothing.
Yeah, this is nothing either. Yeah, this is nothing either.
Oh, I don't really like boring things.
It looks like the Japanese modesty is easily misinterpreted by Western children.
I mean, who does like boring things? No one wants to be shown something boring.
Come
to think of it, you're always introducing things with, this is boring, but it's a bad habit. You should stop it.
I'll be sure to let the entire population of the Empire of Japan know on my return. This is an adorable cat. It looks like Wagahai. Maybe British cats are different. Actually, now that we have both pictures, I could have another go at viewing them as a Seiko's adventure. So I need to cross my eyes and try to get the two cats to merge in the middle as one. When I do, whoever thought this in the first place must have spent a long time staring. That didn't help me at all. I feel like there might be something that I have to do with this, actually, though. That's the thing. Really does look like Wagahai. It's exactly the same as the first photograph at first glance. I suppose this is what's so compelling.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna stare at it.
actually, I have an idea of something we might have missed examining. I didn't look up anything, I just have an idea.
Proxy, I got you, homie. Grab the looper boy. Didn't work. Okay. And the badge, of course, Chip. We gotta give him the Ace Attorney badge. Of course we do. Of course we do. Let's give Whooper the Ace Attorney badge. Dude's here to be the best defense lawyer possible.
Naturally.
Look at him, such a good Whooper. So what was your idea? I figure out what.
Yeah, so I have an idea that we might have missed. Get out of here. Scroll to the right.
Oh. Oops.
During examining. Sorry. No. The room itself.
Oh.
Yeah, bop on over to the right.
Periscopes?
I thought it was here. Maybe it's not here. Wait, bop to the left. I'm trying to remember where it is. No, never mind. I'm dumb. I think maybe. I was trying to remember where something was, but I guess it's not part of the thing yet. I thought it was here by the door, but it's not there then.
Questions in the yard. Yeah, okay.
I can consult the guide if you want.
We'll think about it first. Give us a second
Sure.
think about it. Which means we gotta work it out, alright? So
Yeah, that's fair. I would work it out when I was playing by myself, to be honest.
yeah. So I gotta think. What do I need to do? I think I need to present something to
you
Grayson.
can't just like present everything to everyone.
That's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start presenting things to Gregson now.
Behold, my badge.
Is that their Gregson? Could you give me your opinion on this? He does not care about my badge. Okay. I just wish this tea drinking thing wasn't a million years long. You know what I'm saying? See the thing Sholmes was looking at? The stereoscope is already checked off though. Okay, here we go. Check it again. All right, I'll check it again. Sir, what do you make of this? What have we here then? A redemption ticket for an article deposit here, is it? Looks like someone ran out of the office stationery and wrote a ticket on whatever paper was to have. Yeah, it's a ticket for Mr. McGilda's overcoat, the one that the little diver turned up with yesterday. Actually, no, it's not. Really? You think you know better than me, do ya? No, I didn't mean that to,
Bruno's right, Gatesy. It isn't the same ticket.
Of course it is, of course it is. Never doubted your ladyship. So, what's this all about then, if I might be so bold to ask?
This is a second ticket.
Second one? Is this McGilda in fact had another article in storage here at Windibanks? Is that real? Is that right?
I think we need to discuss this further with the inspector, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, good, because he's ever so easy to talk to. Got
We
it.
did it.
The funny thing was, I presented the other one to him, and apparently that didn't do anything. So, like, I guess I had to present that specific one. That's bullshit. Alright. After we figured out what happens with this guy, guys, we'll probably head on off for the night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, after this guy, yeah. It's like, you know, we want to get off by 9:30 nowadays, right?
Fair, fair, fair.
I think it was in one of the pockets of Mr. McGilda's overcoat. You mean you didn't tell me? Yeah, there's more than just a music box disc, it seems. Should have insisted the lads taking it back to the yacht and examine it properly.
Well, according to the details on this ticket, Mr. McGilda deposited another article here with Mr. Windibank.
Yeah, I can see it written here. A small box, was it?
Do you have any idea where it is, Gregsy? Any idea at all?
Is the one that's behind your hair?
Another article belonging to Mr. McGilded. It could be an important clue.
Well, yeah, I suppose it could be. Please stop looking at those with big turquoise eyes, all full of hope and expectation. It's too much pressure. I'll lose my bobbles. I will go barking. Did they actually just do a bark thing?
No, that's just his crunching animation, but it does sound kind of like a bark.
Listen. Yeah, it kind of sounds like a little bark. There's no time for dog impressions, Inspector. That's enough sauce from you, Sunshine. There's one thing that springs to mind. According to this ticket, the redemption deadline's already passed, hasn't it?
Oh yes, of course. The articles here are only held for 2 months.
The small box
So
will...
the small box will no longer be in here then.
That's right, it's been forfeited.
Which means it could be on the shelves in the front shop, where forfeited items are offered for sale.
Yeah, the shelves in the front. We must search them at once. You're wasting your time.
Oh?
There are dozens of little boxes out there, hundreds even. Can't possibly know which one might have been McGilded's. That information's not written on the ledger. Ugh.
Well, I think we should at least have a look, just in case.
Of course, your ladyship, of course. Very sensible of you, I'm sure. This is getting old. Oh, dong, dong.
Ah. Nearly jumped out of my skin there. How could Mr. Windibank set up such a wicked trap?
I doubt he set out to scare anyone.
Is that really the time?
Oh, does she have to go now?
I think perhaps we should pay Gina another visit soon.
Oh?
The trial is tomorrow. We must establish whether or not you will be defending her. I think we should ask her one more time. She may have changed her mind. Don't you remember, Bruno? You told her she could rip up the representation papers if she didn't want you to be her lawyer.
Oh, yeah. Really? Did I say that?
Yes, you did. The deadline for submitting the paperwork is fast approaching.
In that case, we better hurry back to the prison and talk to Gina again. No, I'm examining these shelves first.
Yes, this is where all the items that have been forfeited by their original owners are offered for sale. That's right. They've all got little price labels on them, but there are so many.
One of the small box ticket was for sale still on the shelf somewhere. The box was made a deposit here just over 2 months ago.
Even if it were, finding it promises to be very troublesome indeed. Excuse me.
Here you go.
There's so many boxes. It could be any one of them.
Mr. Holmes said that pawnbrokers was the safest place to store anything, more secure than a bank vault, so perhaps the small box Mr. McGilda contains something of very great value.
Well, if that's the case, he'd probably have kept it locked.
So then we need to find every box full of lock and break them all open! Hey!
Hiya!
No!
That sort of misconduct would get you arrested. I won't let that happen.
Assaulting an innocent man in the middle of a pawn shop will also get you arrested!
Do you see any cops? Getting me arrested right now.
Sets me back. For some time since the sun last through me. God damn. Are you nostalgic for being, like, beaten up, Ryunosuke? This is the game's way of saying, fuck you, go talk to Gino. Okay, I see you, game. I'll talk to Gino real quick. Ah, Gina, good, you're back.
Ah! The police must have finished questioning her then. Oh, how was it, Ginny? Was it awful? Eh? Oh, didn't bother me.
Thank you for the papers you signed before. It meant we were able to investigate the window banks.
Oh, right. Don't you want to know how we got on? We've been ever so busy. What's the point in asking? Won't change what everyone's saying, that I did it. That's not...
Gina, we came to ask you for your final decision.
Eh? What decision?
About tomorrow's trial. Will you let me defend you or not?
I must submit the paperwork now if you'd like Mr. Naruhodo to represent you. Right. I see.
She really lost her fight all of a sudden. But I know what that feels like. The worry's just so hard to bear.
Oh, alright then. Blimey, give it a rest with them eyes, Iris. Come on then, fill us in. Who done it?
Unfortunately, we don't know that yet.
You don't say. We don't know yet, Gina. But Mr. Naruhodo and all of us know that you are innocent of this crime.
And while we haven't yet managed to work out who the real culprit is, there are a number of interesting facts that we have managed to establish.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Well, for example, the reason for you being in the first place. I think I know why you broke into the window banks that night. I'm going to have to take some evidence that clearly reveals the reason and thrust it in Gina's face. Or I can present it to her calmly, I suppose. Gonna fucking, like, throw it at her face. Just like chuck it at her. We found this in Mr. Winterbank's storeroom. The manuscript of Iris's latest story.
Oh. Oh, right. Well, that's good then.
Curiously, the storeroom at Winterbank showed no signs of being ransacked for items of value or the like. With one exception. The box file that housed this manuscript. It was you, wasn't it, Gina, who broke open the box containing the manuscript last night?
Eh?
You were determined to find out whether or not the Hound of the Baskervilles was really there. That's the real reason you broke into the storeroom last night, isn't it?
Ah!
We broke her chain, lad! Let's go! we got the spirit chains. We just did it. Here's the funny thing is that this exact kind of vibe of this wordplay like they're going through right now is just exactly what breaking the chains is like in the original ones. It just feels.
I mean, that's how I've always treated it.
Yeah.
And not to like toot my own horn, but like in my fanfics and stuff, I never have it so that like the Cyclops are the only way to break someone. I have my own headcanons on how it works, and my headcanon is just kind of like it makes them stick around longer than they should. Like they're sticking around having this conversation with you instead of just being like, bye.
In other words, what you're saying is Ryunosuke Naruhodo is significantly more charismatic to keep people around him a lot longer than Phoenix Wright is. And Phoenix Wright is just some dweeb that people are just like, I don't want to spend my time with him. Get me the fuck out of here.
I mean, that's part of it.
Why don't you tell us what happened, please? That's the representation part done real quick.
We already have the representation papers and other documents we need.
All we have to do is...
Hey,
hey,
sorry.
Hey.
I won't be here much longer, Mr. Naruhodo. I just want to get my word.
All we have to do is hand them into the court clerk. That is, if you allow me to represent you in court tomorrow.
Nah, don't bother. Ginny. Rip them up and chuck them, would you? Them representation papers, or whatever they're called. The cell ain't fancy enough to have been.
So what will you do in court tomorrow?
I'll be fine on me own. I don't think you will be. Look, it don't matter. What's gonna happen is gonna happen.
That's one stubborn pickpocket.
Alright, yeah, this Baskerville story. It's the latest Sholmes adventure, right? But it ain't been printed yet. So I figured, it's gotta be worth a few fair pieces of silver, right? Oh yes, at least 5,000 pounds.
What?
What?
So you intended to sell Iris's manuscript, did you?
No, Jenny, how could you? What? Wait, no, hang on. Of course I weren't gonna sell it. All I wanted to do was find out if the manuscript, or whatever you call it, was really there or not. That's the only reason I was in the place. For Iris's sake, isn't that right?
We knew why you did it from the start, Gina. Of course we did.
But I knew you wouldn't do anything mean like that, Ginny. I just knew it. Well,
With all the manuscript in the storeroom, it reminded me of what you said the night before.
Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars, the lot of them. You just ain't realized it yet. I'm telling you, that manuscript ain't at Winterbank's. You'll see that if you had a look. If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. I mean that I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript. God.
Yeah, it's like a manuscript.
My manuscript somewhere. Somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong with me to doubt him. Oh, Ginny, that was so sweet of you. Alright. I'll tell you why I did it. Just stop looking at me like that, Iris. It weren't because of wires. That's not why I did it. I want to know the truth, that's all. You wanted to know if Mr. Sholmes was being honest, if he'd really deposited the manuscript at
Stuck in your head now.
Stuck in my head now. I'm switching between 3 accents, none of which I can do properly, so. It's like I told you the night before. I never had a father. But Iris's lot ain't like mine. She's got her dad, only she can't see him. And I reckon that's gotta be harder. That's why she writes her stories. They're about her dad, really. That's what it sounded like to me, anyway. Last night, when I was listening to what you were saying. Stories about Daddy?
You mean they're not the adventures of the Great Detective? Which they're the adventures of the Great Detective and his trusty partner.
Well, that's how I see it, yeah. You're so thoughtful and so kind, Ginny. Yes, and we never thought any differently, did we? Look, give it a rest, will ya? I hate this chummy nonsense. Do you hear? I hate it. I don't trust no one, alright? That's how I work. Because if you don't trust no one can let you down. Leave me alone. Go on, Scarper.
I didn't notice until now, but it's unmistakable right there on both sleeves of the overcoat. I thought to ask what that stain was. The blood? Or some very suspicious red stains, yeah!
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I think it might be worth presenting some of our other findings to Gina right now. Those stains on the sleeves of your new coat, Gina. They're blood, aren't they? Not that I know whose blood yet.
What? Blood, Mr. Naruhodo.
He ain't dead. Well, could be. Yeah, he could be. You don't appear to have any obvious wounds yourself, though. So could it be the blood that splattered from Mr. Winterbank when he was shot last night?
Let's not beat around the bush here. This trusty friend of mine will get the results much faster than anything else. Eh? Take it easy, Iris. Don't move, Ginny. I'm going to shoot.
Best thing to say in the prison, like, don't move, I'm going to shoot you. The guards are like, yeah, it sounds normal. Purple?
Oh.
Hold on a second. Oh shit, thrice fried Mason.
Oh my.
What the? Forget the sleeves. The whole coat is covered in blood. Of course. The black color of the fabric was masking the stains. That's why we haven't seen them till now.
And the blood has reacted with the chemical to turn a purple color, which matches one of the samples we've already collected perfectly. Yes, now let's see. Who had the purple blood? Aha, yes. It was the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, the victim of the murder case 2 months ago.
Was this Mr. Mason's coat and not fucking like, what's his name's? I knew it.
What are you all on about? The victim? What do you mean? It's a rather uncomfortable situation, Mr. Naruhodo, but I think this makes things quite clear. It means the omnibus case is finally solved. The truth about who really murdered the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, is revealed. Oi! Will someone explain what's going on? Stop telling half the story.
Oh, what says you? You just ignore her entirely. We see now that the victim's blood is all over Mr. McGilden's overcoat.
When the trial 2 months ago, the defendant said this in his testimony.
Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I'd reach out to give the man a hand. If you look over the overcut now, it's clear. Things could have arisen from Mr. McGilden trying to pull the victim up to his feet.
No, if that's what really had happened, the blood wouldn't have splashed all over the front of the coat.
The only explanation for this pattern of blood is splattered over Mr. McGilden's coat when he stabbed the victim in the stomach. I've tried to run from the truth long enough, but there's no escaping it now. The true culprit in that case, Mr. Mason's killer, was Magnus McGilded.
Mr. Naruhodo.
The horrible case is solved at last, and I helped the man walk free from that trial. I used all the twisted testimony and that sham evidence to prove his innocence. How could I have let that happen?
Bruno, did you believe him, though? Did you believe Mr. McGilded was innocent?
I believed, or rather, I think I was trying to believe. I wanted to. Believing that those you represent in court is the defense lawyer's greatest weapon.
A weapon?
Before we came to Great Britain, a great friend of mine taught me a valuable lesson.
You mean Kazuma-sama?
Oh, God. Listen, Ryunosuke. We lawyers are only human. We can't know for sure what is the truth and what is the lie. Which is why we must resort to our primary weapon. An unwavering belief in our clients. That's all we really have. Unwavering belief? There appears to be proxy.
It's his warrior spirit.
It's his warrior spirit, baby. It's his warrior spirit. I love this dude. Like, I'm pretty sure when he was killed, his headband was still wavering the entire time.
It was not, but...
Spiritually, it was. Only when we truly believe in our clients. Only when we truly believe what our clients tell us can we fight with everything we have for their cause. In any battle, there is no victory without faith. So, I believe you, unwaveringly. What's funny, Gina?
Cool. Sounds like in this empire or Japan you come from, everyone must be soft. Well, come on. Look at the mess it's gotten you into, believing in that bog trotter.
Yes, I inadvertently helped a murderer walk free. Something so funny to casually say. Yes, I inadvertently helped a murderer walk free.
Well, at least you've learnt your lesson now, eh? Believing in people's never worth it. Oh, someone always stabs you in the back in the end. As soon as you let your guard down, you've had it. Take a leaf out of my book. Believe no one, get hurt by no one. Gina, may I ask you something? What? I'd like to make absolutely sure. What would you like us to do with these representation papers for tomorrow's trial? How many times do I have to say it? Rip them up and chuck them away. Are you really sure that's what you want? I bet that's what everyone wants and all now. Mr. I'm a believer lawyer over there. And don't forget it was me in that trial 2 months ago. I led everyone up the garden path, didn't I? And you're telling me you can believe in me after that? Not likely. Well, Mr. Naruhodo.
A lawyer's primary weapon is an unwavering belief in his clients. Ultimately, it comes down to whether or not I feel I can trust Gina with everything that's happened. Gina, let me say it again. Please allow me to represent you in tomorrow's trial.
Eh? Are you half-baked?
Not at all. You've not once admitted to committing the crimes, have you? What's more, I believe that you're telling me the truth.
Seriously, Mr. Naruhodo. Didn't you hear all what I said before? I'm a born liar. Fibs just trip off me tongue. And I'm a diver, don't forget. I pulled the wool over your eyes 2 months ago and got you into all sorts of trouble. Why would you ever trust me now? I just don't get it. Gina. I do understand why you chose not to put your trust in others. I assure you, there is more to this life than you yet realize. What do you mean? The world we live in is full of people who you would do very well to trust. People who won't ever let you down.
They're never gonna give you up. They are never gonna let you down.
Eh?
It's true. They're never gonna run around and desert you. It's true. And I'm just a student of the law, and I'm certainly lacking in courtroom experience, but I can promise you this. Whatever happens, and until my very last breath, I am completely on your side.
What do you expect me to say to that? Then it's decided. I will take these papers now and carry out the necessary preparations for tomorrow's trial. It would be a shame to throw them away now after it's been penned with your name so beautifully. To what you like. You Eastern law I don't know what you are. I don't get you.
Gina's taking herself off to the back of her cell. She's never admitted it, but I hope she's feeling relieved. That turned out all right in the end, I think.
Whoever's hiding there, show yourself at once. Eavesdropping is the height of cowardice.
Yes. I think I know who it'll be. Mr. Sato!
Somebody is there in the shadows. I can sense it. Somebody who wasn't there before.
What? I'm gonna call us Sholmes, but... No, that's not Holmes!
I think I know who it is, but I'll let it be a surprise.
Blimey, you're sharp eye. Oh, fuck. I'm in a new voice. I suppose you was using one of them mystic Japanese arts, like the art of stealth I've heard so much about. They was being stealthy, it was you, Inspector.
Eggsy.
Oh, dear me, I'm most terribly sorry, your ladyship. I didn't mean to startle you.
How long have you been listening in on our conversation?
Good grief, listening in? No. I just got word there were some visitors who were refusing to leave even though it was after hours. I assure you, ladyship, I only just arrived this very minute on the moment earlier. That is all, nothing untoward, nothing at all. After hours, is that late already? So then I humbly excuse you myself now, your ladyship. Ta-ta, toodaloo, cheerio, and all the best, bye, and bye. A lot of farewells, and not one of them appropriate for her ladyship.
Oh, but I wanted to have a chat. Sit your ass down, Gegsy.
I'm terribly sorry, but the time is pressed at the moment.
Oh, I see. That's a shame.
Just gonna blackmail him. I don't get this emergency at the Supreme Court dealt with sharpish. Lord Strongheart will, well...
Emergency?
Lord Strongheart? I don't forget to say anything. Anyway, I am off.
Alright, Gregsy, if you have to. But let's chat soon.
Delighted, charmed, can't wait. If you please, my pleasure. A lot of pleasantries, and not one of them sounded sincere.
Gregsy's so funny. He says such silly things.
Certainly entertaining to see an inspector of the police fawning to a 10-year-old girl. But anyway, I wonder what this emergency is at the Supreme Court. Hey, Loki! Oh, Loki, we're just about to head on off, so I will have to do that for you in the future, all right?
I must attend to the court clerk's office now before it closes.
Ah, yes, of course. Thank you, Mr. Sato.
Kindly escort Iris home now, Mr. Naruhodo. I shall meet you there later.
And so our investigation came to an end. Zada-san went to file the necessary papers for my defense of Gina the following day. And then it hit me. I could no longer suppress the wretched feeling it had been gnawing away at my insides. Tomorrow, Zada-san would be leaving Britain, making her way back to Japan.
Naruhodo-san. It's been a very trying day, hasn't it? I hope you're not too exhausted.
What about you, Sato-san? Today's been even more trying for you, I'm sure. You shown to shop before our eyes, Gina was arrested, all on the back of this her father has fallen ill, and she must return to Japan at once. I hope your father recovers soon.
Thank you for your kind words. I wonder why it is that so many thoughts rage in my head like a storm, and yet I seem unable to find the words to express any of them.
I know exactly what you mean.
Anyway, I have one final task to complete as your judicial assistant. Once that is done, I shall make preparations for my departure tomorrow.
One final task? Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's so much more! I feel like, oh my god, there's so much more! Are you good to go on for just this last bit, or are you...
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
It's just 2 months since we arrived in London, but we've managed to establish this office. It was finally feeling as though we were settling in. I would be lying if I said I felt no regret.
I'm sorry she stopped the sun. Bloom Doom Sunday. It'll be Sunday at 10 a.m.
It's just so sudden. I really don't know what to think. I've had no time to gather my thoughts.
I know we've only been here for a short time, but in my limited experience of the courtroom, I feel I've learned something.
And what would that be?
It seems to me there are many facets to people's personalities.
Facets.
And like a jewel, the light plays off them in complex patterns, illuminating their actions and their motives. But we only see a small number of those total facets, and what is illuminated is only a part of the whole story. What lies in the shadows? What do these facets we cannot see look like? Perhaps there are some parts we'll never lay eyes on for as long as we live.
That's so true.
Sometimes I feel as though I'm blind to so much, but I keep hoping that one day it'll all become clear. That all the facets will be illuminated and I'll finally understand how everything fits together.
Naruhodo-san.
I suppose what matters is that we keep our eyes open and keep moving forward, even if the way sometimes seems dark.
It's amazing to think it's been just 2 months. You've grown so much.
Sorry? I've what?
Oh no, it was nothing. Unimportant.
You're literally younger than me. Some pulling gun. Do you know what time you'll leave London in the morning?
Yes, I picked up my ticket earlier. I shall be leaving here at 4 a.m.
So like in 4 hours, oh my god. I see. Well, I'll escort you to the station.
Absolutely not.
Sorry?
I'm sure you realize why I couldn't possibly let you do that. You have a very important day ahead of you tomorrow.
Gina's trial. Yeah, I know, but...
Every word you utter will have the potential to determine Gina's fate. You must get as much rest as possible. Even though, like me, I'm sure you will find it hard to sleep. But please, for me, do try.
Let me get a little bit out here real quick for you. Oop, wrong button. You mentioned one final task a moment ago. What did you mean?
Oh my, I nearly forgot. Please, I want you to have this.
What is that? Some huge bundle of documents?
It's my notes from the case 2 months ago. The murder that was committed on the omnibus.
The McGilda case.
It seems to me that this case of Mr. Windibank's murder, of which Gina is accused, is very much tied up with that omnibus case, in ways that are not yet completely apparent. So I took the liberty of consolidating my writings about the case for you.
With everything else she's had to think about, without the sun, still managed to do this. It's all neatly laid out for me in her beautiful handwriting.
It was my pleasure. I can only hope that it will bolster your case for tomorrow for Gina.
Thanks so much, Without the sun. I'll do my best to use it wisely. You really are the best judicial assistant in the world.
Well, that's extremely flattering. But I'm sorry to say that I've been a complete failure.
Sorry? I didn't quite catch what you said there.
Oh, ignore me. I was just mumbling to myself. Well, it's getting rather late. I think you should go to bed now, Naruhodo-san. I must finish packing up my things in my room.
Said the sun, I
wish you the very best of luck tomorrow. Good night.
Wait, there's still something I need to say.
Hey,
Jesus Christ! What was that?
a secret technique of mine. The Susato shutdown.
Jesus Christ. Shut down!
Please, I implore you. If we have to voice our goodbyes, I won't be able to hold back my tears. I'm very concussed.
I'm very concussed. I'm about to fucking pass out. I'm gonna get this sleep, apparently.
There we go. We're getting our 9 hours of sleep, boys. If only I would be knocked out the same way.
God, a mood. Just saw the sun. It truly has been a trying day. On our feet for hours, getting Gina to open up to us and learning the truth about that nemesis of the case. Psychologically and mentally, I was exhausted, and yet the idea of sleep seemed impossible. But thankfully, Susato-san bashed my head in so hard I was able to fall asleep within minutes. And forced myself to close my eyes. And as the cacophony of scenes of our lives here in London played through my mind, eventually, my fatigue triumphed, and I fell into a deep sleep. And missed the trial the next day.
Because I was in a 3-day coma. Gina was hanged the next day.
Oh no. What do you mean? We're trying to find the save point game!
It's hospital time, baby.
Yes, I quite understand. That is a great weight off my mind. I'm assuming it's Sholmes. Yeah, boy. Rest assured, I shall put everything in place exactly as we have discussed. Thank you so much. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be acquainted with you, Mr. Oh.
I think it's me. It has been an honor and a pleasure to be acquainted with you, Mr. Sholmes.
On the contrary, the pleasure has been mine. I bid you farewell and Godspeed. My dear madame. Who else is it going to be, though, to be fair? Okay, now we're at the save point. So, we're going to call it here for today. We're going to call it here for today, guys. Save the progress. Yes, 100%. Chip immediately got onto the chat. Yes. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Hey, YouTube, this recording is coming up on Saturday. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. Stay Botanist Cool. We'll see you soon, YouTube.
Bye.